So I'm inside the Minamiza Theater in Gion, Kyoto, and I'm coming to see the Naruto Kabuki play. Super excited. For those of you who don't know, which it's kind of hard not to know because it's been all over the internet, it's a huge thing that is in Japan right now, where anime meets traditional theater, Kabuki, and I'm super excited. Never thought this would happen. There were all sorts of sets of tickets to buy, such as first, second, third class, and then special seating. I did the second class seating, which was around $83. So very excited. First time being in a Kabuki play, like being at a Kabuki play, and I'm super excited to see how it goes. I don't have any English translation today for this. I'm just gonna go full-on experience with the full Japanese. I'm hoping, since I'm very familiar with the anime, I've been watching Naruto since the beginning, watched Naruto Shippuden, and I'm watching Boruto right now, so I hope I can understand everything just from context. So, yay me! See you later after the play. Hey everyone, so it is the next day. I wanted to get a full day of, that experience in my belt before I, critique it and all that other good stuff. I'm filming this on my phone, so sorry about the quality. But yeah, so it was a very, very good experience. I loved the Naruto Kabuki play. I did cry twice. Not cry because it was sad or anything. It was more of a, and for those of you who follow me on social media, Instagram and Facebook especially, you'll know why, but I will say it here too. It's just, I've been watching the series since about, I don't know, 8th grade of middle school. So it just really made me emotional to see these anime characters that I've been watching on TV for years. Like, I would literally watch Naruto almost every day because I was waiting for Teen Titans. So I was like, oh, let me just watch this one too. So it was really emotional to see characters like that come to life, especially like well-known characters like that. So yeah, I teared up at the beginning, then I teared up at the end because I was like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. So the Kabuki play was set in 4 acts, and pretty much the play started during the time that Orochimaru was killing the current Hokage that was in power at that time for the Hidden Leaf Village. And so that's where we started with the play. They went through all like the emotions of, Naruto growing up and having to become stronger so he can protect everyone, and that was great. I thought the first act was amazing. They did such a good job at like being consistent with the anime, like the material, the source material. It was just so good, so good. The second act and the third act was very rushed, but I can't blame them for that. They were trying to cover so much storyline in a Kabuki play. Like, that is crazy how much material they were trying to cover. So yeah, the second and third acts were very strange because I'm very familiar with the Naruto series, and that's where the second and third act come in. That's when we start Shippuden. And there's a few things from the anime that they did in the play, which was very well executed. But then there were things that I was like, why are you doing this differently? But I guess I can understand because they had to kind of progress the play forward as fast as they could. So they couldn't cover as much material. So like our character Toby, for those of you who don't know who that is, he wears the orange mask. He's part of the Akatsuki, and yeah, he didn't really exist. It wasn't him behind the mask. They made it someone else behind the mask. And I guess I could tell you who it is because it doesn't really have anything to do with the anime, sort of. But yeah, they made it Madara behind the mask, which was really odd. So, and I'm not gonna say who was really behind the mask for Toby, but let's just say the real character for Toby was not even in this. So they totally skipped that part, which I guess is fine, because Madara is the, not more important, but is a character that really needed to be represented as a Uchiha clan member. And especially since he had a lot to do with Kyuubi, or Kurama, for those of you who are familiar with the Nine-Tails Fox that is inside Naruto, being released into the village when Naruto was just a baby. So yeah, I can totally understand this change in story. They literally had to do it for time. I mean, they weren't working with too much time here, so they definitely had to work that out. You know, there were a few characters that didn't really make it to the spotlight like I thought they would. So one of them was Hinata, who, for those of you who have traveled to the current anime for Naruto, which is Boruto, you know that Hinata and Naruto get together, and this was definitely not a thing in the Kabuki play. Like, it was just non-existent. I think I saw her. I say her because Kabuki plays are only done by male actors, so technically they're all male. But yeah, no, I think I might have seen her in like one of those like group shots of everyone, but I'm not really sure if it was even her. So yeah, it was really disappointing kind of to not see Hinata. She's such an important character, I think. Another character that just blew my mind that they didn't put it like up a little bit more was Pain. For those of you who are not familiar, Pain is the character with the orange hair that you think is the leader of the Akatsuki, but he's really not. He was in the play, but he did not take a main role. They literally just went straight to Madara as the source of the evil, and yeah, pretty much Pain was just another one of the members. Sadly, he didn't have like that prominent figure that he did in the anime, so that was kind of disappointing because I really do like Pain. I love his, you know, powers, and I just thought, yeah, I missed opportunities. So obviously, since they didn't put Pain as a big plot in the story, we obviously didn't even get to see the whole Naruto saves the Hidden Leaf Village concept. That was not a thing. They they totally skipped over it. So yeah, that was just kind of, I don't know. Like I said, the second and third acts were kind of anticlimactic because I was like, could have did that better. The fourth act though, was very, very good. I'm tearing up just thinking about it. Okay, so let's talk about the fourth act right now. It was at first very, very confusing because I don't even know what happened. It just happened so fast. So first we're like trying to defeat Madara, and then all of a sudden we get Kaguya, which I was like, oh, she's in this, that's so cool, because she's definitely really important. But what confused me about that when she appeared is that Kaguya, you know, is definitely a female, but they casted her with a male to play her that was like super deep voice, very male-like structures of the face, whereas the other female characters, they definitely casted with like more soft features on the face, men who have soft features and who could reach like higher tones, but they didn't even bother to even try to make this look like a female. So actually when Kaguya came on stage, I was like, who is that? Like, I don't even know who that is, but then I was like, white hair, white clothes, Kaguya. So yeah, so Kaguya was in it, and obviously, you know what happens in the anime, he gets defeated, blah 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 blah. I don't care about that. This is what I care about for the fourth act. They went above and beyond. So they close the curtains and they're doing a scene change, and you're like, okay, you know, what are they gonna do now? and all of a sudden you hear like water falling. I was like, what is this? Why is there like water falling? Like, oh, it must be a sound effect or something. They open the curtains and you see nothing but like a waterfall, and it was like the two rocks of the past Hokages, and I was like, no. So I was very happy. Pretty much they did the fight scene where Sasuke and Naruto fight, because Sasuke's like, I want to be Hokage, and Naruto's like, I think not. So they fight it out, duke it out. First they use their jutsus to fight it out, and then they get so exhausted that they just punch each other. And oh my god, these actors. They did such a great job. They were just splashing around in the water, like it was a whole thing. Like, think of it as like a waterfall and then a water slide down, and then you have the water collecting at the bottom. They did not care if this water went all over the stage. They were just going at it, throwing each other. It was amazing. So that was the best part. They did that scene, and then like they cut it to darkness, and then it comes back up, and then you see blood, and I was like, wow. That was amazing. So yeah, then the end, you know, is hooray, Naruto becomes Hokage, and he has his famous like little coat on. So yeah, it was awesome. That was a great time. One of the best experiences I've had in Japan ever. Now, would I have liked Kabuki if I didn't go see a Naruto Kabuki? I don't know. It definitely would have been harder to follow along with the story if I didn't have any English support. I didn't get English support for this one because I know the story of Naruto so well that I just felt like I didn't need it. But if it was any other Kabuki play, I think I would have needed it. Either an English support or something, because I just wouldn't have known anything about the story or anything like that. So it really helped that it was Naruto and that I already knew what I was getting into. But now I want to show you my souvenirs that I got at the Naruto play. The first one is a ticket folder. It is a ticket folder of the art, and this is the art done by the manga creator. There's Sasuke on that side. It's a little ticket folder. It opens up and it holds my ticket. So this is the flyer, and then my ticket is in here. But yeah, so I got this so I can keep my ticket forever. And that art is just really cool. Very traditional Kabuki. So good. I just had to get it. Now, the most interesting thing that you could possibly get at a Kabuki play. So at Kabuki plays, they are famous for selling photos, and these are not just any photos. These are photos of the actors in the play. They're acting out their scenes and they take shots of themselves, and you can buy these. So I bought two. My first one is the obvious. I bought a picture of Naruto, the Shippuden one too. I wanted to make sure I got the older one because Shippuden is my favorite. I do like Shippuden more, even though it has crazy amounts of filler and it drives me nuts. But yeah, I got a Naruto picture, so very happy about that. And then I couldn't leave without buying a picture of one of our favorite Naruto couples, and that is Sasuke and Sakura. It was so awesome. So this picture is of them depicted as when they're kids, just starting out as ninja in training. So yeah, this was awesome. I definitely needed to buy this when I saw it on the table. Pretty much they're all labeled with numbers, and you just write down the number that you want the picture of. You give it to the table, and then they tell you, okay, after the next part of the play, come back down and you can receive your pictures. So I got these pictures. But yeah, so that was my experience with the Naruto Kabuki play. I would definitely do it again if they ever did anything like this for any other anime, or maybe even just, not even another anime, maybe just Kabuki in general. It was very, very fun. You can definitely tell when they were like really focused on getting that story versus, okay, this is a Kabuki play, let's do some Kabuki tropes. So yeah, it was just super, super fun, and man, they did some research, guys. Like, I'm gonna talk about the play one more time because I forgot to ask something. So you know how in the anime, though there are typical things that are very well known and became like memes, or they're just very like characteristic of that character. Like there would be scenes coming up and I'm just like, they better do that thing. And then they do it, I'm like, oh my god, they did it. So remember that scene when you know, Naruto's being attacked by Sasuke's brother and one of the other Akatsuki at the school, and Sasuke comes in and tries to fight his brother. And you know that scene where his brother like has him by the neck and is choking him and stuff? Well, I was like, oh, this is that scene. Oh, he has to grab him by the neck. If he doesn't grab him by the neck, this is gonna be awful. It's gonna ruin the whole scene. Guess what they did? He grabbed him by the neck. It was amazing. Also in the 4th act, after they're like, hooray, Naruto's Hokage now, you see a scene of Sasuke leaving because he's gonna go, you know, do his thing outside of the hidden village. And so, you know, Sakura is telling him goodbye and how much she's gonna miss him and love him. And I was like, if he doesn't pat her head or touch her forehead, I am going to lose it. Because if you watch Boruto, you know that that's like his signature thing. He always does that to Sakura and Sarada. So I was like, he better do it. He better do it. I'm gonna be so mad. And guess what? He did it. It was amazing. So yeah, I was just really, really happy with those little tiny things. I really appreciated those tiny, tiny things. So yeah, all in all, love the experience. I'm glad I did it, and I can't wait to go to another one because that was just awesome. So I hope you liked this video. Sorry it wasn't too much. You can't film during the play, obviously, so I couldn't film anything like that, but I hope that me talking about it made you excited, made you feel like you were part of it. And yeah, I hope that if you ever do come to Japan, especially Kyoto, you can experience a Kabuki play yourself one day. So if you like this video, give it a like, and then subscribe to my channel for more Japan content, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!